Need everyone's attention. If you can hear me, clap once. If you hear me 2 times, clap twice. I messed that up. Good job. Okay. Thank you for being here. We want to make sure we do a good job of showing our visitors today what being a brush beat digger is about. I think all of you know what's expected. You know, there's times during these presentations that there's a time to listen, there's a time to participate. Most of all, we want you to learn something and have fun today. Okay, so make sure that we're paying attention and being a good audience member. I know each of you can do these things. We've got a unique lineup today. We've got some music acts. We've got some speakers. Lots of different things going on today. But again, thank you for being here, and let's have some fun.
I want to hear y'all make a little noise for Brush High and Brush Middle School. Make some noise real quick, y'all. All right. I give that about a C. Let's try that again. Make some noise, Brush. Yes, fantastic. I am Brer Rabbit from the band The Flowbots. I am honored to be here with y'all. We are celebrating sources of strength. We are celebrating communities that can have mental health, that can destigmatize the conversations and really look out for one another. Who's down for making sure that we look out for one another? Who here? All right. Some folks. We have a lot of, we've got some bands here. There's a band, there's a group of musicians under the title Sarah Slaton. They bring incredible music. They're bringing their gifts. Can you make some noise for Sarah Slaton, please? I haven't spent much time in Brush, but I felt if I was going to be coming to Brush that I would bring the best that I know. So Sarah Slaton and the Reminders are some of the best musicians that I know. So can you also give a shout out to the Reminders, y'all? All right. So, who has had a rough time this last year? Who's this year been rough for? Is there anybody here who feels like this is not the year that they signed up for? That they thought that they were going to be having way more fun, that they're going to be seeing more people? Who's been disappointed with this year? Okay, all right. I think a lot of us have. And even so, we can still come together and celebrate the tomorrows that we can build. I'm going to share a piece with y'all. Is that all right? Can I share a quick piece? All right, I'm going to put myself out there for y'all. Just me, in front of a bunch of wonderful people that I do not know. But this is a song that I wrote when I was in a sad place. In my mind, I hold the passion, panacea for the poison. My bruised and battered body washes up upon the shore. Sin flees from leaking wounds like rats from sinking ships, as I float off to forever with these words upon my lips. No, I never asked for nothing, and that's just what I got. As my pride dies before I do, as I fall, I'm also called. I wasted many days chasing brightly gleaming streams. Only as I fold into your presence do I now know what it means. I juggled whimsy in a firefight with the inner light of fireflies. Watched dust go indigo and blush into a silent night. Birthed immaculate concepts from a pregnant pause. In the August of my righteousness, just waiting for the fall. The greater and the small, all for one and one for all. For all the SOSing, we will rise to the call. I've bitten the hand that feeds and found myself bleeding. Hereby, I'll only need what I need. But need'll get me out of my groove, so I move to different tunes. Sunning in the warm weather by the light of distant moons. Their statement inundation, bring the monsoon. Season with the spectacle of people finding tools. Appetite has grown fools, empires have sown rules. Let's throw out the cravings and things with no use. People dropping jewels, gems can't shine like our light. To err is human, so the sky is our birthright. In my mind, I hold the passion, panacea for the poison. My bruised and battered body washes up on the shore. Sin flees from leaking wounds like rats from sinking ships. As I float off to forever with these words upon my lips. Thank you. So as we're talking about trying to find new ways, new sources of strength, new ways to look out for each other, I would like to welcome Coach Bock to the stage, please. Let's give it up for Coach Bock. Thank you so much, man.
Hey, let's get another round of applause for this guy. I do have good news. I'm not singing, so I can't afford enough money to pay for all you guys to go through therapy after that. So I got asked to do this, and I'm not real big in talking in front of people. And Cardenas told me, he's like, hey, yeah, just do a motivational speech. So I was like, oh yeah. So you guys probably are way too young, but some of the teachers might understand this. The first thing I think of when I hear motivational speakers, I think of Chris Farley, the Saturday Night Live skit of, I live in a van down by the river. So hopefully the teachers understand that one. But I'm supposed to be up here and talk about goals, hardships and challenges that I have faced in my life. Some of you probably won't believe this, but about 15 years ago and 40 pounds ago, I played college basketball, and I did track in college. So a lot of people, when they hear, oh, you played in college, they automatically think, oh, you're a stud. You were All-American. You were All-Conference. No, I rode the bench. And it all kind of started my sophomore year of high school. I went up to my head coach, and I was like, hey, I want to play college basketball. I kid you not, he laughed square in my face, just right in front of my face. And then he went over to our assistant, and then he told the assistant, and then they were both laughing, like almost into tears. Now, let me tell you a little bit about my high school basketball coach. He was legendary. In 10 years, he won 4 state titles, 1 runner-up, and 3 third-place finishes. He's one of the most winningest basketball coaches in Nebraska history. I was lucky enough towards the end of my career. I'm from the state of Nebraska, but we got named, unofficially named, the best small-town basketball team in the history of Nebraska. You think Brush is small. The K through 12 enrollment in Brush is more than the population of my town. The class I graduated in was 42, and we were considered a huge class. So, you're picking kids that are farm kids and everything else. And we got named the greatest small-town basketball team in the history of Nebraska. So, Colorado-wise, we would be a big 1A school. Our coach set up a game with a team that would be equivalent to like a Denver school, a 5A school. And we got to go play those guys. And so their enrollment was like 5 times the size of our town. It was one of the greatest experiences of my life. The gym was sold out and packed within 10 minutes. They had to lock the doors. Back then, there wasn't live streaming. They live streamed the game in the cafeteria that fit another 500 people. That was gone in 5 minutes. We ended up losing by 4, but that was also a back-to-back state champion team in 5A. But that's just a little piece about my coach. I mean, he's super legendary. But at that point, when he started laughing right in my face, that's when I decided, and you could relate this to any situation, you got 2 choices to make. You could sit there and you could whine, you could cry, you can complain, you could blame others. I could have blamed him. He's the reason why I wouldn't have been able to play college basketball. Or I could just suck it up, pretty much say, hope this is okay, but screw you, I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove you wrong. There is nothing better than someone saying you can't. Nothing better than that. Because then you get to go out and prove them wrong. Every time I saw my coach pass that moment, he apologized to me. And I turned around and thanked him. Because if we didn't have that moment, if he didn't do that, if he didn't laugh in my face, if he didn't go to his assistant and they weren't laughing at me, I would have never been motivated to get where I went. Now, yeah, I lived my dream. I got to play college sports. I rode the bench. But it was a great experience. And I wouldn't have had that experience if he didn't laugh in my face. That alone gave me enough internal motivation to get where I needed to. I was only a sophomore in high school. But that's all I needed. Then when I got to college, like I already said, I rode the bench. You want to talk about a whole new ball game? I was a decent athlete in high school. I was pretty good. Wasn't great, but I was pretty good. You get to college, everybody is just as athletic, if not more athletic than you. Like, I know some of our guys are here, which thank you for being here. We always kind of make fun of people that almost got dunked on this year. I got dunked on. My first college basketball experience, I got dunked on by a guy that transferred and played and started for the University of Kansas. It was scary. He was large. I'm not. But like I said, I rode the bench for about 2 years. And that's when I realized, my goal was to play college basketball. I got lucky enough to go play. But when I got to college and rode the bench for 2 years, I realized I have to be very, very specific with my goals. I can't just say, I want to get some minutes. I want to start. You have to be extremely specific with your goals and break down your goals. So I got the big picture of I wanted to get some minutes, or I wanted to start. Well, great. How am I going to get there? You gotta break that down into steps of how you want to achieve whatever goal it is you guys want. It might not be college basketball. It might not be sports in general. Some of you don't like sports at all, and that's okay. We all got our thing. But you all have a big picture in mind, but you need to break those down. So here's an example of what I had. After riding the bench for 2 years, which, side note, my college basketball coach in those first 2 years told me he would sub in the student manager before he subbed me in. We didn't have student managers, so I knew I wasn't ever going to get in. But I was sick of riding the bench, and then one day I just finally looked in the mirror. I said, I'm not gonna blame anybody. Quit complaining. Suck it up. I'm in this situation that I am because of me. So here's what I did. I decided I wanted to start. So that summer, like I said, I mapped out very detailed, specific goals that I needed to do that I thought in my mind that would get me a starting job. Every morning before work, I went out and ran, whether it was sprints, whether it was putting in miles, every morning before work. Another side note, I worked at the Buckle warehouse in the summers. I would have much rather ran a marathon than went to work there. There's some mornings I would have rather dug my eyes out with spoons than go to work there. That's a picture for you. But it motivated me even more. One, I never really needed motivation to get through college. But when you have a job like that, you're going to class every single time. And but anyway, I'd go out and put in some cardio. I'd run some miles. Then I'd go to work, and then I'd get back from work, and I would lift for at least an hour. I would do our off-season lifting program. Then I would do ball handling for 30 to 45 minutes straight. And then I shot for over an hour and a half, 5 days a week, the whole summer long. Some of our guys always ask, how do you shoot the way you do? Well, I put in work. A lot of unseen hours that you guys don't see. The Steph Currys of the world, he didn't just come out the womb shooting half-court shots. He put a lot of time in. But I decided, you know what, if I want a starting job, I need to do these things. And I need to be consistent at it, and I need to have a consistent effort and consistent energy towards this. And so that's what I did. I guess with that, my point is that if you want something bad enough, you're going to find a way to get it done. And if you don't find a way to get it done, you don't want it that bad. That's just the bottom line. I learned so much from that experience. Did I get to play a lot after that summer? I got to play. I never started. I think the most minutes I got was 20 minutes, and there's 40 minutes in a game. That's the most minutes I ever got in a game. I got to play half the game. But I'm so thankful for that experience and so thankful that I was able to learn that I need to be specific with my goals and I need to put the work in if I really want it. Because what I found out is it wasn't just basketball. I was creating characteristics that I have now that made me the man or the human being that I am today. And I can't just stress enough how thankful I am for that. Which brings me to my next point. There is so many average people in this world. There are so many people that just settled. They're just okay with life. They're okay with what they're doing. They're just okay. I told our basketball guys this at the start of the year. Why in the world would you ever settle for average in anything you do? If I'm flipping burgers at McDonald's, I'm going to be the gosh darn best burger flipper in the entire world. I get to teach PE for a living. I legit play games for a living. On Fridays, I get to throw dodgeballs at Roberto, and it's the greatest thing ever. Look at me. This is professional dress. Sweatpants. I'm going to start going to weddings in sweatpants. Thanks, Keegan. But God didn't put us on this earth to be average. And that's my main point, is there's too much average going on. And it's just people are accepting it, and it's okay. I could have just been average in college. I could have been okay with riding the bench. Hey, I reached my goal. I reached my dream. I'm doing a college sport. That's all I wanted. I would have got cut. They would have pulled my scholarship. Yeah, good luck paying $30,000 a year. I can't do that. But that's what I told our basketball guys this year. We were striving for perfection. Were we perfect? Absolutely not. We will never be perfect. But if you're striving for perfection, at some point you're going to hit excellence along the way. And that's where we all want to be. We want to be right there with excellence. Along that, you're going to have downfalls and you're going to have failures. This year's basketball team, yeah, we failed. We failed 4 times. We were 11-4. Made it to the state for the first time, and I think since 2015. But we failed. Are you willing to bounce back, though? That's the main thing. Everybody fails. Michael Jordan got cut from his basketball team his sophomore year. Walt Disney was told he wasn't creative enough and got fired from a newspaper. Do you think they bounced back? Absolutely. Just because you have a couple hiccups in your life doesn't mean it's time to quit. You're also going to have a lot of negative people. I call them energy vampires. They suck the life out of people. They're trying to get people back down to their level or just be average. You have to get rid of those people in your life. If you are surrounded by negative people, if you're surrounded by energy vampires, that's all you're going to be. You're going to be average. You're going to be miserable. I had a group of buddies in high school. They were energy vampires. They didn't want to be great. These are my childhood friends. I wanted to go places in life. I wanted to accomplish some stuff. I didn't want to live miserably, which sounds weird. Who wants to live miserably? But there's people out there, and they're trying to bring you into them. Don't allow that. You have to get rid of those people. I'm not going to say I cut ties with my buddies. I still talk to them every once in a while. But we went down 2 completely different career paths. I wasn't going to accept what they were accepting. But I ran out of notes. That's a good way to end it, huh? My main thing is don't be average. We were all put here for a certain purpose, for a certain reason. Like me, that dude can sing. I can't. He's got his thing. I had my thing. Be accepting of other people with their things. Just because you could shoot a ball better than somebody else doesn't make me better than anybody else. Accept other people's in your life. Don't be average, and have a great weekend.
Thank you, Coach. So Coach said something, and I want to kind of challenge something. Who here it's like one of their biggest fears probably ever to be asked to like sing in front of a group of people. Right? It's a pretty common phobia. And don't worry, it's not I'm going to walk up to you and be like, come here. I'm not doing that, all right? I'm not doing that. But I just want to do a quick little audience test. I want to do an intergenerational test. I want to see what kind of songs y'all know. I want to test something. So I'm going to sing something, and then I want you all to respond. Now, the secret is, if only one person responds, we got a lot of people here afraid to sing. But if a bunch of us sing, then it's okay for us to do it. So can we just commit? If we know the words, we can just like try to sing it? All right? I heard from like 5 people here. All right, how about y'all? Okay, let's see. Intergenerational music test. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. Fantastic. All right, that's a very old song. Some of you know that one. How about I would walk 500 miles and just to be the walks miles and ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. One more time. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Fantastic. Wait, so why do y'all know that? Is it from TikTok or what? Is it memes? Y'all you just listen together? Okay, let's go way back. Okay, let's see. Y'all ready? Challenge round. Sweet Caroline. That's what I'm talking about, Brush. That's what I'm talking about. Well done. So I would like to call Sources of Strength up. They're going to be presenting to you and talking about the different resources we have available. Give it up for the Sources of Strength group, yo.
Thank you. All right. There's a lot of energy here today, and I want to keep that energy going, okay? And we're going to transition into an activity. But first, the activity is going to focus around your community. So if you look around, okay, you have an awesome community here, and that's one of the main reasons why I came back this past year. Once I was given that opportunity, I knew that I wanted to come back to Brush and be a part of this community and give back to it, okay? I know I hear it in the hall sometimes. I talk to plenty of you guys also that say, man, I'm just tired of seeing the same old people. I want out of this community. And I get it. You see the same faces. You go through the same routine. But once you're able to step out of your comfort zone here and go experience something else, I think you're able to realize and appreciate the community, the supports, the love that you feel, okay? So I think we're going to transition into what I call the rain activity. So stick with me here. I'm going to give you guys some instructions, okay? So I'm going to start in this corner here, all right? So we're going to start by rubbing our hands together, our palms, all right? And once I point in your general direction, you're going to start rubbing your palms also. All right, perfect. Make eye contact. Here we go. Awesome. Let's start over here. Let's go 7th grade, 8th grade. Awesome. Keep going. I'll tell you when we'll transition next, okay? Awesome. So if you can bring the conversations to an end, you can start to listen to the friction of your palms rubbing together, right? Okay, awesome. We're changing the weather here. So remember that term, or remember that phrase, changing the weather. Okay, awesome. So now, this corner, we're starting snapping our fingers. Ready? Here we go. Snap. Yeah. Here we go. Samuel, here we go. Snap. Cool. Here we go. Yep, start snapping here. Awesome. All right, here we go. 7th grade. Snap. 8th grade. Here we go. Snap. All right, take that in for a sec. Take that in. Awesome. Cool. Okay, so now in this corner here, we're going to start slapping your lap, all right? Slap your lap. Here we go. Here you go. Here you go. Go here. Go ahead. Start slapping your lap. Yep. Awesome. Awesome. Ready? Ready? Start slapping your lap. Good. 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 Ready? Eighth grade. Go ahead. Start slapping your lap. Take that in for a sec. Take that in. Okay, now ready? Now we're going to stomp and slap at the same time. Ready? Stomp and slap. Stomp and slap. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Great. Now go back to just slapping your lap. Slap your lap. Slap your lap. Starting here. Ready? Go. Slap your laps. Just slap your lap. There you go. There you go. Just slap your lap. Just slap your lap. Here we go. Just slap your lap. There we go. Bring the stomp into an end. Bring the stomp to an end. Here we go. Just slap your lap. Awesome. Awesome. Good. 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 So you weathered the storm there. Awesome. So now we're going to go back to snapping. Here we go. Snap, snap, snap. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm looking at you, Frank. Here we go. Here we go. Snap, snap, snap. Perfect, perfect. Sixth grade. Snap, snap, snap. Awesome. Seventh grade. Here we go. Snap. Eighth grade, snap. Great. Now we're just going to transition back into rubbing our palms together. Ready? Go ahead. Take that in, take that in. Listen, listen. Here we go. Awesome. Seniors, sixth grade. Here we go, seventh grade. Here we go. And eighth grade. Awesome. And stop. Thank you guys for participating in that activity. As the purpose and the intentions behind that activity are for us as a community. If you take a step back and watch that activity, you can see how powerful and how moving our community can be when we become one. Okay, I think that transitions into the message we're trying to push across today, which some of our peer leaders are about to get ready to present that to you, is how do we eliminate the stigmas behind mental health? How do we change, weather the storm and change speaking about mental health? Let it become something that's normal. Let it become something that's part of our Brush community here. So I'm gonna hand it over to Stephanie, sorry, sisters. To Stephanie here, okay? And our peer leaders here are going to explain to you what exactly it means to be in a funk, what it exactly means to have a mental health challenge, and how to reach out for those sources and for those assistance, okay? So here we go, Stephanie.
Hi guys, as Cardenas said, I'm Stephanie and I'm a freshman in high school. Today I'm going to be talking about what an action plan that you can provide for your friends and family. I know my voice is kind of shaky, I'm kind of nervous because there's a lot of people. Well, if you look around, we have our big resources and support is right here, either if it's your friend, a teacher, or a community member. It's saying that I can help you know what to do in a situation where a friend or someone is in need of assistance is look, ask, listen, help your friends. And to help me remember that, I have a clapping. I'm going to do it, and then you guys can go ahead and do it after me when I say it. So, look, ask, listen, help your friends. We're going to do that 3 times. So everybody do it, please. Participate. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Look, ask, listen, help your friends. Again, look, ask, listen, help your friends. One last time. Look, ask, listen, help your friends. So with this action plan, you're attempting to engage your friend and guide them in the right direction. But there are some important do's and don'ts that you should be aware of. Some do's are recognize warning signs, which are recognizing how are they doing? Are they okay? Why aren't they coming to school? Just kind of recognizing those. Providing support and guiding your friends in the right direction to seek appropriate help. Some don'ts are don't diagnose the mental health. So don't be like, you have anxiety, you have depression, because that's not your part and position to tell them. Don't be a therapist either, because it's not your permission to tell them what to do. And don't look after your friend on your own, meaning don't try to keep the situation a secret. Tell a professional and help them get help. Thank you. And our next other peer leader is Avery, who will be going more in depth into the action plan.
All right, my name is Avery. I'm a freshman here at Brush. I'm going to be going a little bit more into depth about what Stephanie was talking about with the Look, Ask, Listen, Help, and Friendship Action Plan. So how do we appropriately approach a friend who is dealing with a mental health crisis? As soon as you notice a change in behavior, talk to them about it. You do not want to put talking to them off, because it's better to help somebody earlier when they are first going into their crisis than later when they're deep into their crisis. So make sure to keep yourself safe. An example of an unsafe mental health situation is if there is a weapon involved or the person is being aggressive towards you. If any of these things happen, you should leave the room and call 911 immediately. Next, ask how they are. Some questions you can ask are, literally, how are you? Why haven't you been at school or practice? You haven't been answering my calls or texts. What have you been up to lately? Normally, they'll tell you the truth, like, I just haven't been feeling myself lately or something along those lines. You just really want to keep your questions casual. However, if it comes to the point where you think they are suicidal, you may want to ask the question, are you thinking about killing yourself? I know it's a super awkward question, but we're all going to say it together. This is totally voluntary, so if you don't feel comfortable saying that, that is totally fine. You don't have to. Okay, so we're going to be asking the question, are you thinking about killing yourself, on 3. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Are you thinking of killing yourself? Okay, that is a super awkward and hard question to ask. If you do not want to ask that question to the person, you should tell an adult how you are feeling about the situation and have them deal with it. So those situations are super awkward, but in those situations, the awkward silence is your friend. Okay, that was a little bit awkward, but in awkward situations, people often talk about how they feel. So make sure you are prepared to listen to a person. Do not force them to talk and give them plenty of time to speak. Be patient and don't interrupt them when you're talking. Make sure you have good body language and you aren't like looking around, checking your watch, etc. And just like be a good friend and like listen to them about it. And do not rush them to speak. So do not keep your friend's mental health crisis a secret. You always need to tell an adult, even if your friend doesn't want to. I think you'd rather have your friend with you instead of maybe gone later if they are going that far. So you need to offer your friend the resources they need, like a counselor, a therapist, a crisis hotline. You should use words like we instead of you. An example of that is, we can go to the counselor, or we can call this hotline instead of you need to talk to the counselor, you need to call the hotline. And when your friend goes through a mental health crisis, don't treat them any differently than you did before, and make sure to check up on them every once in a while. Alrighty, I'm going to hand the microphone over to Yadira, who's going to speak about how to help your friend in a mental health substance abuse crisis. I look like a tomato, so nervous.
Okay, as Avery said, I'm Yadira, and I'm also a freshman, and I'm going to be talking about what to do when your friend is in a mental health substance abuse crisis. Okay, so first, we all know we shouldn't be consuming alcohol or any other substances, but we also understand that the average teenager will get curious and want to experiment with their friends. So here are a few things you should know if you're ever in the situation where your friend has consumed too much alcohol or any other substances. One, in the state of Colorado, you cannot and will not get in trouble for calling 911 and informing the law enforcement that you are in need of assistance for your overdosed friend. This is the better option than running and getting caught and receiving an MIP, minor in possession, which can lead to community services, drug and alcohol classes, and it'll also end up on your record as a juvenile. It is also better to get your friend the help they need instead of just leaving them unconscious. And most of the time, when your body has consumed too much alcohol or any other substance, your body has a tendency of wanting to throw up the substance, which leads to this handy-dandy tool called the recovery position. Now, 3 of our other peer leaders from Sources of Strength are going to help me demonstrate. Josue Mayorga, Daniel Salcedo, and Franklin Garrett. So Josue is going to be the friend that is unconscious. Okay, so the first thing you want to do when you approach your friend is give them, don't kick them hard, but tap their leg and ask them if they're okay.
Are you good?
Then tell one specific person to call 911.
Frank, call 911.
You have to tell one specific person, because if you just say somebody call 911, either everyone will call them or no one will call them. Okay, so then you're gonna prop their leg up, and as you're doing each step, you're gonna wanna tell them and let them know what you're doing. Then you're gonna wanna cross their arm over their chest. After this, you wanna slightly roll them over. Then their leg will be used as a little kickstand so they don't roll forward or roll back and end up choking. You want to make sure you stay with them until the paramedics arrive. And now you know what to do if you ever come across the situation. Hopefully you don't, but if you do, now you know what to do. Thanks, Josue, Danny, and Franklin. Now, up next, we have Adon Rodriguez, and he is going to be talking about crisis hotlines that are available to everyone here if you ever need help.
Just like Jadira mentioned, my name's Adon, and I'm a freshman. And in this section, we'll be discussing the resources everyone has available that you might not be aware of. The first thing I want to ask is, why is it imperative to connect with a trusted adult? During a mental health crisis, you might at some point feel like talking to someone about how you feel, and you will most likely go to a close friend or family member you trust in hopes it will help you, and that's okay. But you also have to ask yourself, are they the best choice that I have? They are a really good resource, but if they don't know how to provide you with the help you need, it'd be best to go to an adult who is more experienced in these kinds of situations. It's okay to want to talk to someone who you feel comfortable with, but it's not always the occasion. Getting out of your comfort zone and connecting with an adult can be the key to receiving the assistance that you need to overcome a mental health crisis. Now, just a heads up, I'm gonna be calling people from the crowd and asking them a few questions. And I'm gonna go from 6th grade all the way to 12th grade, so you probably might wanna be paying attention. Okay, so starting with 8th graders. That way? Oh. No, it's not. That's 8th grade. Stop. You're confusing me. You. blue with the glasses. No, no, down, right there. You, yeah, you. Could you stand up for me real quick? Okay, I'm just gonna ask something real quick and name someone from this school who you think you would go to if you were experiencing a mental health crisis. Name anyone, friend, coach, anyone at all. Name. Mr. what? Acosta? Okay. Now someone from 7th grade. You. Yeah. Name a friend who you think you would go to if you were ever experiencing something like this. Him? What's his name? Dylan? Okay, thank you, Dylan. Now, going to 8th grade, I'm gonna have to pick you. Now name a coach or counselor, teacher who you think you would go to. Miss Schamberger, good choice. Now going to freshmen. Brody? Who'd you pick? Harl. Okay. Going to 11th graders. 10th graders. You. Cardenas? Pretty good choice. And now going to juniors. Oh, there's not many of you. Sam. Who would you go to? A name? Mr. Doffenbaugh? Yeah, okay. And now seniors. Bailey. Now name a coach who you go to. Wilson? Okay, thank you. Keegan? Keegan! Hey, name a friend who you would go to. A friend. Sure. Emma. Hi, Emma. Okay. Thank you, everyone who participated. The people that were mentioned are only a fraction of the resources that you have to get the help that you need. An example of an outside resource would be Centennial Mental Health, which is the largest mental health provider in Moreland County. Individual therapists, and just taking a look around, everyone here is a resource that you could get help from, or they can help you connect with someone who could eventually help you. Thank you all for participating and listening to our group members of Sources of Strength. Please feel free to approach us if you have any questions or concerns. And now we're going to send a microphone back to the band.
Make some noise for Sources of Strength, man. That was amazing. I would not have been able to do that. Okay, folks, we're going to be bringing up our first band. They are from Fort Collins, Colorado. Sarah Slaton and Sarah, is it Sarah Joe? Sorry, Sarah Joe. Really dope musicians, really amazing. They're going to be sharing their music and their story with you. Can you please make some noise? A nice warm round of applause for Sarah Slaton.
Doing today? I'm sorry, I want to hear that again. How are we doing today? My name's Sarah. This is also Sarah. We make it pretty easy for you to remember. We're both born in the mid-'80s. Teachers know it's all Hall & Oates' fault. So before we play some songs, I was asked to kind of share a bit of a personal story, so I thought I'd do that first, if that's okay. So the adversity that I've gone through in my own life has helped to strengthen my resolve and to teach me the difference between happiness and joy. I lost my mom to cancer when I was just finishing college. She was my best friend, and I didn't know how to navigate a world without her. It was the first time in my life that I'd experienced that kind of loss, and to be honest, it threw me into a dark place. I got through that time in my life by leaning on my closest friends and my family. Not long after my mother passed away, I went on my first tour. I learned and worked hard to channel my grief into courage and to pursue a passion that my mom always believed I could do. Throughout the years, I've learned to live my life not in the shadow of her loss, but instead to live in the service of her memory. I'll say that again. I'm trying to live my life now in the service of her memory and in honor of her. I realize that in hard times, happiness can come and go along the way, but we must find a way to stay connected to joy. Joy is a practice and a behavior. Joy is a state of mind and the outcome of a mind that is seeking happiness. I encourage each of you to take time to do the things that you love, whatever that is, and give yourself permission to find your way to joy. Thank you so much for having us here with you today. We're now going to play some music for you, and I just want you to know that our hearts are with you. This first song's called Open Road, and speaking of a van down by the river, this song's about my two best friends, Dustin and Max. 2014, we got rid of our jobs and put our stuff in storage, and we bought a van, and we traveled around the country for a few years, and this song came out of it. It's called Open Road.
No not waiting for old and gray, oh, and wanting back these days, wanting back these days, wanting back these days. I know that home is where wherever our feet go. I know that home is wherever our feet go. Wherever our feet go. And let's buy a van. We'll pack our clothes, oh, and hit the open road.
Thank you all so much. This next song's called Dance in the Sun. And we're doing acoustic versions of all these songs today, but we've got full band versions up on Spotify and all those other places you consume music. But this song's about lifting yourself back up after you've gone through a hard time.
You've been having those bad dreams, always running from something, and all the graves keep filling. Guess with the dead not living, breathing, it ain't so easy. You've been walking a tightrope, lost on a wire without hope. Lift your head, don't let go, let go, let go. Ooh, hold on, my love. And ooh, hold on, my love. With you, I wanna dance in the sun. With you, I wanna dance in the sun. Pulling your weight with a tried soul. If you're the moon, this is Tycho. Now fight for those in the cosmos. Lift your head, don't let go, let go, let go. Ooh, hold on, my love. And ooh, hold on, my love. With you, I wanna dance in the sun. With you, I wanna dance in the sun. Well, lift your head, don't let go. Lift your head, don't let go. Lift your head, don't let go. And lift your head, don't let go. Lift your head, don't let go. Lift your head, don't let go. Don't let go. And hold on, my love. And hold on, my love. And ooh, hold on, my love. And ooh, hold on, my love. We'll dance in the sun. We'll dance in the sun. With you, oh you, I wanna dance in the sun. Thank you all so much, and thank you for having us today. This will be our last song. I hope that each of you can remember today and the words from your peers and the words from the guest speakers, and make sure that you lean on each other, and don't be afraid to lean on each other. It's the strongest thing you can do. I love you too. All right, this last song is called Get Up, and the title is what it's about. It's about getting back up after 2020 and the year that we've all had. Waking up, I'm feeling down again. It's like a stranger's living in my skin. When did I start to live a life that stopped feeling like it was mine? Can I get back up this time? Know that you're starting to see you're stronger than you may seem. What you gonna do? Get up now. Get up. Get up now. And what you gonna do? Get up now. Get up. Get up now. What you gonna do? Ooh. Taking time to figure out my head, making sure I don't end up here again. I'm gonna find some better days, might get lost along the way. I'm learning that's okay. I know that you're starting to see you're stronger than you may seem. What you gonna do? Get up now. Get up. Get up now. And what you gonna do? Get up now. Get up. Get up now. And what you gonna do when the world's locked down and you can't go out and run from yourself now? When it seems so loud, it seems so loud, the city quiet now. Do when the world's locked down and you can't go out and run from yourself? When it seems so loud, it seems so loud, the city quiet. Ooh, what you gonna do? Get up now. Get up. Get up now. And what you gonna do? Get up now. Get up. Get up now. And what you gonna do when the world's locked down and you can't go out and run from yourself now? It seems so loud, it seems so loud, the city quiet now. When the world's locked down and you can't go out and run from yourself now. Get up now. And what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Yeah.
Thank you all so much. I'm Sarah
That was
Slaton. This is Sarah
awesome.
Joelle. We love you all. Thank you.
That was awesome, guys.
Let's hear it for Sarah Slaton, y'all. Yes. Oh, man. When y'all busted out the lights, man, that was incredible. This has been a wonderful day for us. So with this, I would actually like to bring up Jacob Reyes from Centennial Health. He's going to be talking to you a little bit more about the resources that are available right here, right now. Give it up for Jacob, y'all.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hello. Hi. I am Jacob. I work at Centennial Mental Health Center. And you might have seen me in the schools all throughout. And what I do is I go into schools just like yours, and we do prevention services. One of the big ones we do is riding the waves. What that means is we're riding the waves of our emotions because it can be a roller coaster, or in the name of the thing, it's riding the waves, okay? Riding the waves of emotions. So how many of you guys in here experience stress? Stress happens, right? How many of you guys experience stress? Okay? For sure, for sure. And then if you have one stress happening, how many of you guys have another stress that goes on top of that stress? And then on top of that stress. Oh, all right, all the time, right? And then one more on top of that stress. Okay, awesome. So I'm a visual learner. I can't read books and learn. I'm more of an audiobook kind of guy. I'm more of a visual learner. So I need like 2 volunteers. Right there, Adidas, and we'll go right there. Yep, come on up here. Okay, so the first question I have for both of you right now, you guys can stand right there. That's perfect. Give yourself some room. Give yourself some room, okay? Have either of you guys ever been surfing? Surfing, like surf's up, dude, like that kind of stuff. You? No? Okay. So pretty much what you do is you get on the surfboard, right? All right, so I want you guys to pretend you're on a surfboard. So let's get on a surfboard. There you go. All right, yeah. Maybe do a little like the Hawaiian dance, like da-da-da-da-da-da. There you go. That's good. That's good. All right, so now I just want you guys to pretend that you're surfing. Surfing. Let's just surf. We're surfing the open plains here. Oh, yeah, it's good water out there. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh, there's a wave. We got to get ready for the wave. Got to get lower, got to get lower. Oh, we're going to get, oh, there we go. Oh, okay, we got past that wave. That was a good wave. Oh, no, here comes another wave because that one built on top of that one. Oh, no, watch out. Oh, whoa, that was close. We almost got hit by that wave. Oh, no, here comes another one because that one built on that one, and then we're going to get hit. Oh, it took us down. But we're going to get back up. We're going to get back up. Hey, you survived. You survived. You guys did great. Great job. Great surfing. Yeah. Let's give it up to our surfers right now. Let's give it up to our surfers. So that's how our stress can be built up, right? It can be built up on top one, on top of another, on top of another, if we don't take care of the stress, okay? So I just want to, if you have an answer to this question, I want you guys just raise your hand, okay? What are some ways we can help ourselves with our stress in situations that we are feeling stressed? Up there? Yep. Talk to others. That's a perfect one. Yeah. Do we have anybody over here that wants to answer? Yeah, right there. Yep. Yeah, exactly, right? Yep, perfect. Up there. Trusted adult. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Music. Yeah. Today has been so nice listening to music because that really relaxes me and helps me throughout the day. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do that too. I have like fidget spinners in my car, so when I'm driving, I can just like, responsibly. Yeah. Count. Yeah, for sure, right? You can count. You can do some deep breathing with the counting, for sure. Okay? Yep. Moment of silence, yeah, for sure. For sure. Those are all great ways. So, I just want to ask you guys as well, do you think our mental health and our physical health go hand in hand? Yeah. So, what are some things physically that we can do to help ourselves when we're having the stress, when we're feeling depressed, when we're feeling that sadness? What physically can we do? Yeah. Exercise, perfect. Yeah? Eat ice cream. I like that one. Eat ice cream. That's a good one. Eat your feelings. You have to be careful on that one, right? Yeah. Yep. Keep yourself busy, okay? Also, don't forget to drink your water, right? Water is important. Hydration. Yeah. Cocoa melon. My nephew loves cocoa melon, and it gets stuck in my head now because of him. So, yeah, it happens. Yep. A makeover, yes, I like it. Like, honestly, like, I'm on my feet a lot, so a pedicure, it helps a lot. Like, a pedicure is nice, right? Games on your phone, yeah. I'm on Clash Royale. I play that all the time because I love that game, yeah. Food? Oh yeah, food. Oh yeah, for sure. Also, making sure you get enough sleep. Yeah, you got one? Is that what you're gonna say? Warzone, okay. Minecraft, so video games, right? Yeah. What? Roblox with the boys, okay. Opening up a restaurant, making sure you manage that right, yeah. All right, so those are definitely some things to do. The last thing I wanna do with you guys today is with our imagination. Imagination, okay? All right, so during this time, I want everybody to close their eyes if they're feeling comfortable. Get comfy, but not too comfy, we're gonna fall asleep. And you guys are gonna answer these questions in your mind, not out loud, in your mind. So go ahead and close your eyes. I want you to imagine that you have a remote control in your hand and you turn on the TV. On that TV, you see your favorite person in the whole wide world. What do they look like? Are they smiling, laughing? What are you doing with that person? All right, now I want you to pick up your imaginary remote, change the channel. Now, I want you guys to imagine your favorite place to go. Your favorite place to go in the whole wide world. Could be in the mountains, could be Waterworld, I don't know, maybe. I want you to picture the sounds of it all, what it looks like, what smells you smell. If it's fair, it might be some cow manure, that happens. I want you to live in that moment. Now, I want you to start imagining yourself back in the place where we began, your eyes still closed. But I want you to have those thoughts, those good feelings that you had in those places that you love so much. And I want you to take a deep breath in your nose. And as you take a deep breath out of your mouth, I want you to open your eyes. Whoa, all right. So that's using your imagination. You're never too old to use your imagination. It's a great place to start. But if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you feel like you just need someone to talk to and no one's there to talk to you, it's late at night, you're just feeling overwhelmed with emotions, then there's some good numbers to call. The National Suicide Hotline, the Colorado Crisis Services. There's text numbers out there, all right? I use it when I'm feeling overwhelmed, when I just don't want anybody, like at midnight, when I'm just like, I have so much going on right now, and I don't want to disturb anybody. You can use these numbers in order to help you in those times. And I think the message all today that's been fantastic is to never give up, keep going. Your failures aren't failures unless you don't learn something from it. Okay? We're all gonna fall. We're all gonna fall off our surfboard. But if we get back up, if we learn how to become a better surfer at that point, then guess what? You learned. You didn't fail. All right, you guys have a good rest of your time. Enjoy it. And see you guys later.
All right, y'all. It's time to get a little hype. We got the last act. We got the reminders. They don't mess around like anybody else here, so make some noise for the reminders and get ready for a great time.
What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling?
1, 2, 1, 2.
How y'all feeling? Y'all all right? Everybody feeling good? All right. I'm Asia Black. This is Big Samir. We are in a group called The Reminders. We play all over the place, nationally and internationally. And the thing that we like to do is we like to bring a ton of energy to the environments we're in. Is that okay with y'all? Is anybody scared to move or dance or participate?
Nah.
Is anybody scared to move or dance or participate because you think somebody's gonna make fun of you? Anybody? Be honest. So what we're gonna agree here today, all of us, what we're gonna agree. Everybody put your hand up like this. Say, I will give good energy
to
everybody around me.
I will not
say anything negative
say anything negative
to my friends
to my friends,
about anyone else.
about anyone else.
I'm just gonna have a good time.
Just gonna have a good time.
So here we go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn all the way up. Where's the turn up squads at?
Oh, right there.
Where you at? If you're the person in your squad that turns up all the time, let me hear you make some noise. All right. So we're gonna start, we're gonna do some call and response. We're gonna go back and forth. We might get somebody to come down here and do something with us. How many musicians and artists are there out here? Singers, okay. All right, so what we'll do is we'll get it warmed up for you. Is that okay? All right, here we go, run it.
Uh-huh.
Welcome out to the show, everybody.
You can snap along too. Sharing the blessed love. If you're feeling the weight of the world, we're gonna lift you up. Tell them again.
Unapologetic, independent, with a heart that took some time to get it started, building perfect like the sun. And like that, we focused on it, Babylon, this is your one. You hear them lions roaring, we gon' get you in the morning. Yeah, come on. Incredible champion, never gonna quit to the war is one. Lady for the hate, we never quit. Hand into the beginning with the ultimate. Hypnotizing when we rockin' it. On the hammer. And the rappers, y'all just finna pro. My soul stay original, tight knit, unbreakable. We live and we digital, consistently incredible. That's how we stay ahead of you. Never on no pedestal. People on me, people power, FTP to the final hour. We are never on our knees. We be hot as we can be. Of that feeling we be feeling from just simply being. So to the new friends we straight.
Watch this.
Too early, y'all late. It's grind time, no breaks.
One hand up like this. Now put them up into the ceiling. We're about to build a roof on the building. Hey, now put them up into the sky. It's the reminders that you know we can't lie.
When I say turn it, you say up. Turn it, up. Turn it, up. Let's get.
You say down. Let's get down. Let's get down. Calling on cars, calling on cars. Calling on cars, calling on cars. Calling on cars, calling on cars. Hey, nobody move, nobody gets hurt. Calling on cars, calling on cars. Calling on cars, calling on cars. Calling on cars, calling on cars. Hey, nobody move, nobody gets hurt. Nobody, 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 nobody.
The reminders.
That was just a quick test for y'all. Y'all awake? Y'all still alive? Y'all still good?
How many dancers are there in here? Who dances?
Now, don't point at somebody else. I want them to volunteer
You
themselves.
dance? Come here. Who else? You, come here. Yep.
There you go.
I need a teacher. Which teacher dances in here? It's you.
They're all pointing at you.
Come on. Yep. I need a teacher from this side. Which teacher? Let's go. Who is that? Who is that?
All right, so check this out. On this next song, we're going to say, we all just came here to party, and all you have to say is party.
But here's what we need you to do. I need each one of you, you stand in front of that section. That's your section. You stand in front of that section. You stand in front of this section. You're right here. And this is your section. Now listen. These people, we're talking a lot about being healthy and believing in each other and following each other. These are the leaders of your section. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna start dancing and try to get you to participate in this song as much as possible. Make some noise for your section leader. You guys make some noise for your section leader too over there. What about over here? Make some noise for your section leader. Y'all, make some noise. You guys too. All right.
Yo, you should have came out with the plan. I just saw you with the moves.
So and if you need help, you can point. Actually, get this one in the plaid shirt to help you. She turns up right here. That's two of y'all. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say, we all just came here to party. And when we point at you, you say party. You wanna practice? Who has problems with rhythm? Raise your hand and be honest. Okay. Who else? Okay. You guys just lock in and focus on somebody next to you, okay? Let's practice. When I point out, you say party. We all just came here to party.
Party.
We all just came here to party.
Party.
We all just came here to party.
Party.
All right, so section leaders, you guys are gonna start the whole dance by yourself with nobody else. And then we'll see how many people in your section get up and dance with you. Y'all ready? Run it. Can I get some more volume on the music, please? I'll tell you when to start. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 2, 1, go. What?
Hey.
Everyone to dance for this your song. Hold up, baby, hold on.
Let's go.
Here we go. Listen. Hey.
We all just came here to
party.
Party.
We all just came here to party.
Party.
We all just came here to party.
Party.
Hey, DJ.
Don't hurt nobody.
We all just came here to party.
Party.
We all just, this section, y'all gotta
Party.
get up. Hey. So hey, Mr. DJ.
Dim the lights.
Hey.
Turn the music up. Friday night.
I see y'all
We're
up
gonna
there.
hype it up. Feeling good is what it's all
All
about.
about.
When you got your mind set to turn the party
on.
you survive. Already figured out who's gonna drive. So enjoy yourself and don't think too much. It's the time of our life. No need to rush. No.
And you ain't gotta dance like Mike. Just move your body
Anywhere you like.
And you ain't gotta have the moves like Jagger.
Just a little rhythm,
How
a
y'all
little
doing
bit
out
of
there?
swagger.
Feel the vibe and feel the flow and don't worry about a thing.
Just let it all go.
Here we go. We got it. Ready?
We all just came here to
party.
Party.
We all just came here to party.
Party.
We all just came here to party.
Hey DJ, don't hurt nobody.
We all just came here. Y'all gotta support them. Y'all gotta stand up.
Party.
We all just came here. So hey, Mr. DJ.
Ballroom dance, mixer, a disco.
Uh-oh.
Camera action, turn on the GoPro.
Uh-oh.
Goodness, I love the vibration. All in together, it's a celebration.
It's a what?
Celebration.
It's a what?
Celebration.
Okay.
Special occasion.
Okay.
Reunion, two turntables in the
turntables.
sound system. This is how we get down, 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 down,
Listen,
down.
no drama, no worries, no cares. Just everybody moving with their hands in the air. Today we leave it all behind. If only for today
We're gonna have a good time.
feel the vibe, feel the flow. Now listen, we're all gonna dance together. We're gonna move to the right first. Here we
Okay.
go, ready?
Yeah.
I wanna dip.
We can dip.
I wanna dive.
We can dive.
I wanna slip.
Just slip.
I wanna slide.
And then slide.
I wanna shake, shake, shake
Oh,
it.
you can shake, shake, shake it.
Let's all move to the right. Here we go. I wanna rock.
Just rock.
I wanna roll.
And then roll.
I wanna bounce.
Just
I
bounce.
wanna stroll.
And then stroll.
I wanna shake, shake, shake.
Oh, you can shake, shake, shake
Hey,
it.
baby.
Oh, baby, baby, don't break it.
Say, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Say, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was okay. Let me see if we can get it louder. Here we go. Let's say, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Say, oh yeah. Say, oh yeah.
All right. So all the people on my left, if you're fresh to death, say all right.
All
To
right.
all the people on my right, if you're feeling all right, say hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Party people in the back, if you're feeling relaxed,
Let's
say
say, oh, oh, oh.
And all my people on the floor, if you're ready for more,
Let's
say
say,
oh
oh,
yeah.
Now say, oh yeah. Say, oh yeah. Y'all gotta say it with your whole chest. Say it with your chest. Say, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Say, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Say, oh yeah. Yeah.
You can try to say that too if you like.
Yeah.
'cause we all just came here to party. We all just came here to party. We all just came here to party. So hey, Mr. DJ.
Make some noise for your section leaders, y'all. This section came up at the end. Y'all came up, but if I had to give it to somebody, y'all came up too. But I think this section got turned up from the beginning. This section was turning up for him. This section got super turned up at the end. So make some noise for y'all. Make some noise for your section leader. You did that. You did that. All right, can we do a couple more songs for you guys? Wait a minute, make some noise for this section leader who did the worm. And make some noise for the people in the back. I forgot to give y'all a section leader. I'm sorry, but y'all was rocking still.
I think that's the seniors over there.
All right. Can we do a little bit more music for you? All right. So a lot of stuff comes up in our life sometimes that is hard to deal with. But we have to navigate those things in the best way we can, right? Everybody know what vitality is? When you have vitality, it means you have a love and a commitment to your life. But sometimes things come up in your life where you're not really sure how to deal with them. How many people are the friend that if you text your best friend and they don't text you back, you're like, send them another text right away? How many people are the friend that when somebody texts you, you pull your phone out of your pocket and put it right back in your pocket? How many people are the friend that when somebody texts you, you turn around to your other friend and go? All right. The point is that communication is important. However you're giving text messages, however you're receiving them, it's important. But in music, in order to create community and to show understanding, we use something called call and response. It's like when you teach a baby how to talk. You say, hi, and the baby will say, hi, right? And if you say the baby's reaching for something, you say, do you want this? Do you want water? Say water, say water. Now you do it with the baby. So call and response is to create understanding. So in music, we use it like this. When I say one, you say two. One,
two,
one,
two.
When I say red, you say blue. Red,
blue,
red,
blue.
When I say big, you say small. Big,
small,
big,
small.
When I say short, you say, hey, there you go. You understood, right? You understand me. You knew what I was going to say before I even said it. So with this song, we're going to say dust and bones. And when I point at you, say dust and bones. That means all the things we're carrying around that are heavy, we don't want to feel like that anymore. We don't want to deal with it anymore. So we're going to take those things and we're going to make a place for them. And we're going to put them in the dirt and we're going to decorate it with flowers. And we're going to say, this was something real heavy with me I was carrying around in my life, but I decided to let it go so I could be freer. Okay, so dust and bones.
Dust and bones.
Dust and bones.
Dust and bones.
I said dust and bones.
Dust and bones.
All right, this song comes from Louisiana, so it requires a lot of movement too. If you want to dance, that's fine. If you just want to clamp, that's fine. Clap, that's fine. But here we go. Run it. Hey, hey, yeah. And it go, a little something, like dust and bones. Oh, hold on.
You got to listen for the beat, and you got to stay on beat. And I say that because if you don't, it's going to throw us off. Let's run it again.
Can I get a little more volume on it? That's all right. Okay, blue sweatshirt, don't hold that in, baby. I see you.
Let's go. That's fine. Yeah, you can get up.
I see you. Let that out. Let that out. Sometimes it's not only emotions you got to let out, but energy, right, y'all? Let that energy go. This is a safe place for y'all to do that. Run it. Hey. Hey, yeah.
Hey.
And it go, a little something like dust and bones.
Dust and bones.
I've been holding on to you for
way too long.
Now I'm giving up the ghost and
moving on.
Dust and bones.
Dust and bones.
I said dust and bones.
Dust and bones.
I've been holding on to you for
way too long.
I see y'all on the top.
Moving on.
You ready?
Hey.
Dearly beloved, we gathered here today to lay to rest all the mess standing in our way. To bury all the ghosts, all the skeletons and demons, all the weaknesses that keep us from receiving
better things.
Set an intention to
give more, need less.
To make a way for your blessings.
More freedom, less stress.
Stop thinking about everyone else and underestimating yourself.
That's right.
Take all of your doubt, all your guilt and depression,
all your looking for validation and people in possession.
Take all of your hurt and all of your fears. Bury all of that right here.
Here we go now. Dust and bones. Dust and bones.
I've been holding on to you for
way too long.
Now I'm giving up the ghost and
moving on.
Dust and bones.
Dust Dust and bones.
I said dust and bones.
Dust and bones.
I'm holding on to you for
Way too long.
Now I'm giving up the ghost and
Moving on.
dust and bones.
Hey.
Hey.
Quit stressing, overthinking, overworking.
Hey.
Clear your mind from anything that's toxic.
Hey.
Time to face your fears, never revisit the bitterness, the anger, the grudges you held on to.
Hey.
You gotta leave it all behind. Lock 'em in
Yeah.
a pine box, bury the hatchet,
Hey,
get
get
planted, solid as a rock. You would grow like a tree when you let it all go and feel
Free.
Get excited about your future. Keep on digging deeper to reach your highest potential. Become monumental. It was.
I ain't getting shy.
Now I'm truly satisfied. I ain't getting inside. Now I'm truly satisfied. Say,
Dust and bones.
dust and bones.
I've been holding on to you for
Way too long.
Now I'm giving up the ghost and
Moving on.
dust and bones.
Dust and
I
bones.
said, oh, what a feeling. Now that I can see
That I got love for something, yeah, but it ain't got love for me. Nah, nah, nah.
Oh, what a feeling. Now that I can see
That I got love for something, yeah,
Here we
but
go.
it ain't got love for
I like
me.
this. And say, hey,
Hey,
say, hey,
hey,
say, yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Say, hey,
Hey,
say, hey, hey,
hey, hey,
say,
hey.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
Say, yeah, yeah.
Il est temps de
Snap.
tout changer, enterrer le passé, où les fantômes vont nous tirer dans leur dos.
Shake it, shake it, shake
Il
it.
est temps de tout changer,
Well, all right.
enterrer le passé,
Sound
où
good.
les fantômes vont
All right, we're
nous
gonna get
tirer
ready
dans leur
to
dos.
go now. Ready? Here we go.
I'ma dig down, 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 10 feet deep, 20 feet deep, 30 feet deep, bury all those things
Let's
that
go.
are holding me. I'ma dig down, 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 10 feet deep, 20 feet deep, 30 feet deep.
Oh, what a feeling. Now that I can see
That I got love for something, yeah, but it ain't got love for me, nah, nah, nah.
Oh, what a feeling. Now that I can see
That I got love for something, yeah,
Yeah.
but it ain't got love for me, nah, nah, nah. Let it all go. Now in the black said, we say yeah, we say yeah, we say yeah. What we talking about?
Say yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
say yeah,
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 yeah. Say oh yeah,
oh yeah,
say oh yeah,
oh yeah,
say yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Dust and bones.
Dust and bones.
I said dust and bones.
Dust and
I
bones.
said dust and bones.
Dust and
Blue
bones.
sweatshirt. Say dust and bones. Yeah. All right. Everybody good? All right. One thing I want to tell you guys about myself is that when I was 9 years old, I was in a really bad accident. I fell through the glass door in the back of my house. And so I was little, chasing my sister. I tripped, I fell through the glass door, and it partially severed my left leg. I had to have 386 stitches in my leg alone, across the rest of my body. I lost a bunch of muscle, bunch of tissue. My left leg is caved in on the side. And the doctor told my mom she'll probably never walk normally again. And when the doctor came in, my mom didn't tell me that. The doctor said, it's gonna be a long road to recovery for you. I said, how long? He said, a long time. I said, well, that's not gonna work for me. I got basketball practice on Tuesday. So y'all gonna have to figure this out. So it took a really long time for me to be able to walk, to be able to move, to be able to function normally. And I skipped grades. When I was 10, I was going into middle school. I was very nervous. Had this teeny tiny leg. You guys know those things you wear on your wrists to walk with? If you have difficulty walking, you can wrap them around your wrists and walk like crutches. So I had those. First time in my life I ever questioned my self-worth, my ability, my value as a person, how people looked at me. It was the first time in my life I looked at myself from the outside in. I go up to the door. My mom insisted I wear a dress that day. And I said, Mom, everybody is gonna laugh at me. And I had scars on my face and scars on my arms and on my stomach. She said, nobody's gonna laugh. Just be glad you could walk. You weren't even supposed to be walking. So I'm getting ready to go to my first day of middle school. I walk up to the door, have my crutches, take a deep breath, walk in the door. This little girl walks by. She sees me and she stops. And she turns at me and she says, "Oh my God, you look like Frankenstein." And I remember not being able to breathe, right? And my hands were shaking. They were shaking so bad that my crutches were making noise. They were rattling on the ground because I was shaking so bad. And I walked back out and I started crying. And I sat down and I cried for a long time because I didn't feel like I had the strength to do that. I couldn't go in there again. This little girl who was in my class came up with her mom. And she said, "Why are you crying?" And I said, "Because I'm ugly and I look dumb and I have all these scars. And I'm just not good enough and I can't walk." And I named everything I thought was wrong with me. First time in my life ever. And this little girl said, "Let me tell you something. You're none of those things. We're going to walk in here together, and if anybody says something to you, they got to deal with me." How many people have a friend like that? If anybody says something to you, you have to deal with me. Then it taught me something, right, in my life about the value of friendship when you're at your lowest point. The value of people who love you and the value of people when you talk bad about yourself, they don't let you do that. Don't let your friends down themselves. Don't let your friends say they nobody and they're nothing and they're worthless, because you know in the moment that they've forgotten that that is not true. And just because somebody needs something to be true about you doesn't make it true. Whether somebody says you're this or you're that or I don't like this, I don't like that. You want to say something? Go ahead. Right? Something, some reason, but even the reason is not important. You know what's important? That when it comes up, you let it go. You go to your friends and you say, "Guess what somebody said to me just now?" And your friend's gonna go, "What, girl?" Or boy, or friend. My friends are always like, "What?" And you tell them what they said, they're not gonna accept that from anybody and they're not gonna accept it from you. So make some noise for your friends right now. Make some noise for your friends like you love your friends. Make some noise. Make some noise for your teachers that support you. Make some noise for everybody in this building that cares about you. And I want to challenge you guys to do something. I want to challenge you guys to be way more inclusive at this school than exclusive. Do you understand? I want to challenge you guys to have the strength of character that when you see somebody suffering or somebody brutalizing somebody or making fun of them or hurting them, you think of me and what I became. I was that person. I was the person everybody was making fun of. I was the person that was getting laughed at, pushed down on the playground because I was handicapped. That was me. You never know what somebody's going to become. If you see somebody being excluded, you go out of your way to include them. Out of your way. If you see somebody hurting, you go out of your way. Because it's when we don't go out of our way that we lose people. When we don't go out of our way. When we're not willing to do extra. When we're not willing to look at somebody and recognize in our heart that they are hurting. We might even be the person hurting them. Go out of your way. If there's somebody, I don't like this person, I don't like that. It doesn't matter. This school is going to be an environment where you might be the only school in the nation to make more out of including people than you do out of excluding people. Is that okay? Can we agree to do that? And today, I want you to think of somebody that you have intentionally made fun of, ridiculed or excluded, and I want you to just greet them. "Hey, how you doing?" Because you never know what they're holding on to. Just greet them. It doesn't take anything from you. A smile takes nothing from you. So this side, I want y'all to wave at everybody on this side. Y'all not waving hard enough. They waving. Say hello. Y'all just took the challenge. Y'all just took the challenge. If somebody's not waving, I want you to go like this with their arm. They might not have the strength. There you go. Perfect. All right? Look for somebody on that side that when this is over, you're going to have a conversation with. Look for somebody. You guys look for somebody on this side. This is the greatest love. A black. All right, can we turn up one more time before we go? Can we turn up one more time? All right, but listen, we got 2 minutes. So if we're going to make this a turn up time, we need everybody. We need everybody. So we're just going to dance together. This is about to be the illest dance party we had. Y'all stand up. Y'all ready? Remember that dancing is a celebration of yourself. So if you look at somebody, if somebody points at you and you're dancing and starts laughing, tell them, I'm so glad I could bring you some joy today, and you just keep moving. Y'all ready?
All right,
Run
let's get
it. We're gonna count down from 3 to 1. When I say 1, I want y'all to dance like your life depends on it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hey, hey. Come on, come on, come on.
Can we have more music, please?
Party people, if you with me.
Yo, to keep good carry.
Yes, it's a miracle. Something so beautiful, the changes that we go through.
It's unexplainable.
Celebrate as usual.
Now, like the pony air.
Pick up les nouveaux parents.
I see
Pour les
you
roses
standing up,
noirs
baby.
qui ont
Go ahead,
grandi
girl.
dans
Don't
la
hold that
galère,
in.
qui
There
brillent
it
tous les
is.
soirs comme
There
les
it
étoiles
is.
sur la terre.
It's such a blessing.
To have a happy, healthy
And we
family.
are grateful.
Smile and rejoice on a daily.
We spend quality time in no run or hurry.
You go through hard times.
No need to worry.
You were inspiration for me to
pay attention.
Use water for growth and purification. And the mind, body, soul take control.
Into the future.
I find beauty go when I hold you.
And nurture.
Love your creator, believe in the wonders.
Alhamdulillah.
Remember why we are. A party people if you're with me. Hey, hey. Come on. Hey. Now break it down.
You plant a seed in the earth. Spring from the dirt. No purpose in life.
The day you get birth.
To a baby bud made of beauty and love.
Poetry and prose, blessed as it grows.
Through seasons,
it flies,
black star,
shine bright.
Give it love, give it knowledge, give it water.
Give it life from the sun and the moon.
Give it space,
give it room.
Inshallah,
Soon, the flower will bloom.
Find a place in this world, find their own way. And when the flower weeps,
pull it close to you and say,
life gets rough, you gotta stay tough. Remember this stuff.
Anytime you had enough, figure.
Listen to the musts, listen to the don'ts,
yeah.
listen to the cans, to the
Shouldas,
shouldas,
won't.
listen to the never
Ever.
ever's. Now listen close.
Me.
Anything can happen, baby.
Anything can be.
Black girl.
Hey. Come on.
I love your hair. Looks great.
Yo, let's break it down one time before we get out. It goes black, 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 black.
Here go. Ooh la la la. It's the way that we rock. You better go, girl. Ooh la la la. It's a natural lie.
That the reminders bring.
Ooh la 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 la.
Hey,
all right, listen. I need you to repeat after me. Here we go. Say, wayo,
wayo,
wayo, yo yo,
wayo, yo yo,
wayo, 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 yo yo,
wayo, yo yo,
wayo, wayo, yo yo, wayo, wayo, yo 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 yo.
And we are.
The reminder.
I said we are.
The reminder.
Once again, we are.
The reminder.
You are now rocking to the sound of the
reminders. Yo. Thank you so much. We got the reminders.
We appreciate your time, your love, and your energy.
Thank y'all so much for the love.
It was great to meet you all. Peace.
Wow.